Right, a hotelier from Dorset who's been compared to Basil Fawlty has got his own back on troublesome guests by writing his memoirs.
Yes, Andy Hageman earned his reputation in hotel reviews, which described his no-nonsense attitude towards difficult customers.
Yes, he says the majority of his guests are fine, but he refuses to put up with a minority who aren't. Here's one. Martin Dowse reports.
Morton's House Hotel is a 16th century manor in picturesque Corfe Castle. Come here to enjoy the food and the surroundings and you can expect a pleasant stay. But come to complain or make life difficult for the staff and you can expect short shrift from the owner.
Yes? Can't you see I'm busy?
Andy Hageman's reputation began with one high-profile hotel review which described him as a real-life Basil Fawlty. It's a comparison he decided to embrace rather than deny.
How rude are you prepared to be to a guest, if necessary?
If a guest is rude to one of the members of staff or unnecessarily difficult, then I will put my point across in a relatively forceful way, a la John Cleese. I will give guests what they give me. So if they come in with an attitude and click their fingers, I tend to respond in a like manner. I never, ever, ever start being rude for no reason.
Is this quite an exciting moment for you?
It is, yes. As writing the book was very cathartic.
Although he doesn't pick a fight with them, in his 15 years Andy's been unsuccessfully sued by one guest, assaulted by another. He's plunged a guest's mobile phone into an ice bucket and dealt with a naked man who'd wandered down to reception. All this and more is recounted in his book. The chapter headings read like episodes of Fawlty Towers.
Sleepwalker, Anus Horribilis, Bragging Rights, which is a game of cards that should never have taken place, 4 weddings and a funeral, Children for dinner. Well, we've certainly had some deaf guests. We haven't had any rats. We've had a good proportion of Germans.
Did you do any goose stepping or did you manage to resist that?
I've got a particularly good goose step, but unfortunately due to a bit of a hamstring, I did it last week and I won't be showing you the goose step today.
Andy thinks Basil Fawlty had it easy. Guests these days are far more likely to speak their mind and voice their demands than they were 30 years ago. His book, though, is not about revenge on his guests. He says he just wants to redress a bit of the balance.
There are plenty of websites where you can see how a hotel is rated by the guests that stay, but we haven't yet seen a website where guests are rated by the hoteliers. Now that would be real fun. The customer's always right is an interesting phrase, but it was obviously written by somebody that wasn't in the hotel trade.
Martin Dowse in Corfe Castle for Meridian Tonight.
Very
Fascinating, yes.
I've been a waitress, you know. I've worked in a hotel, yes I have. I worked at the Dorchester, no less.
Really?
Dorchester Skegness.
And Robin's been one, a dumbwaiter. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.